Let's break this mother down. With Shizzywhiznut.
Open letter. Bubbles. The man. The myth. The legal hemorrhoid. At this point, it's clear that Bubbles isn't practicing law. He's squatting in it. He sees it as an open mic night, and every docket as a stage that's been tragically robbed of his spotlight. He's not practicing law anymore. He's lurking in pacer like a wedding crasher, just waiting to yell, "Objection!" "Oh, objection, I'll do that one instead." During someone else's vows. During someone else's vows. He's at a lesbian wedding, apparently. During someone else's vows. Well, he is kind of a pussy. He's showing up anyway. Why? Well, because he suffers from a debilitating condition known as Inserticus maximus. Yeah, no shit. The I'll have to read that again. I'm trying to sell this shit. Stop making me laugh. Condition known as Inserticus maximus. And a proctologist can't help with this one. The uncontrollable urge to inject himself into lawsuits like a stray hair in a courtroom cannoli. The man can't pass a motion title without whispering, "What if I was in this, though?" Case in point, while Scott Stark, a man whose caseload seems to depend on whether or not his scooter can hold it, was filing motion after motion, begging the court to let him withdraw due to health issues. What did he do? He reached out to Bubbles. Because, naturally, when your legal defense is held together with blood sugar and cataracts, the best idea is to call in the guy who just got yeeted out of federal court for mocking the judge and bailing on his own client's mid-sanctions hearing. And Bruce, ever the legal barnacle, clung to the docket like it was a lifeboat. Suddenly, he's filing a motion to appear by Zoom as a witness. Not a party. Not even a subject matter expert. Just a guy with an axe to grind. His purpose? To testify on why Scott Stark should be allowed to quit his job. Well, that's right. He literally inserted himself into a hearing just to vouch for someone else's exit strategy. Like a second-hand tampon. The only man who treats federal case law like a Mad Libs worksheet and thinks judicial restraint is what happens when he can't find the unmute button or in some weird back alley motel room. But that's who Bruce is now. A man addicted to legal insertion. Oh, and I'm not sure that's all. Not a strategist. Not as a counselor. Just as the guy who always shows up uninvited, like a rogue wedding DJ who plugs in his iPhone mid-ceremony and says, "Trust me, this one's a banger. Ain't got no gas in it." The great Bruce Maskin didn't just stumble into Levy County like a confused GPS signal. "Turn left now!" He inserted himself directly into the case by reaching out to Scott Stark. Oh, that's right. Stark didn't call for help. He didn't like that bat signal. Bruce called him. Speaking of Bruce, it reminds me of that other Bruce that was associated with the Titanic.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It is.
Let's all take a moment to appreciate the sheer thirst here. This wasn't legal assistance. This was a legal booty call, disguised as a witness request. Call me. Bruce didn't get tapped for the job. I'm sure he's in that. He showed up in the DMs or the docket, like a lonely ex who just happens to be in town and wouldn't mind zooming in shirtless, with his case law spread out like real casual on the bed like. All sexy, hanging over the edge. Let's be honest, Bubbles. Didn't offer to help. He propositioned a hearing like he was a hooker on a street corner. He slid into Stark's professional space, unzipped a fresh Zoom ID, and said, I got a few things I'd like to say about Jeremy. And maybe about how underappreciated I am and why you all think I'm here today because I maybe killed somebody. And maybe about why anybody answers my bar complaints anymore. I wanted to get my sling blade now. And let's be clear. This isn't the first time. It's a pattern. In federal court, he filed duplicative motions, insulted the judge, mocked opposing counsel, then ran off under the threat of sanctions, only to pop up again like a cartoon ghost in the next jurisdiction over screeching, I still have things to say. I get lost in my voices sometimes. He's not a witness. He's not a helper. He's a fucking hindrance. He's the torpedo you don't want up your fucking brown eye. He's not even a relevant legal presence anymore. He's just a man who cannot bear not being part of the conversation. He has FOMO, much like Lips. A man so consumed by his obsession with Hales that every lawsuit looks like an invitation, every hearing like an audition, and every opposing counsel like a potential co-star in his next OnlyFans monetized meltdown. At some point, someone needs to sit Bubbles down and gently explain, well, not every docket needs your name on it, little boy. Not every lawsuit is a therapy session, although you, much like Lips, need it badly. And not every courtroom is your content farm. Now go the fuck away. You're not being called to testify because you're credible. You're being used as a prop by other lawyers who need someone else to absorb the cringe while they fake a health crisis in peace. Every time Bubbles inserts himself into a new lawsuit, it's not about law. It's about longing. Every filing is a love-soaked letter in desperation and a little bit of Florida humidity.
Get all sweaty down there.
Are you sure it's from the humidity, all that sweatiness? They get all excited and they start writing these things furiously, just babbling bullshit on scraps of paper and get all excited and roll around on them and do things that, well, would only make OnlyFans blush.
Oh, they do blush.
Oh, yeah. Shit that you won't even find on, I don't know, Pornhub. Every Zoom appearance is foreplay for the dream that one day the judge will ask him to speak slowly on the record while everyone watches. He likes it when you whisper slowly in his ear while everyone watches. This isn't lawyering. This is legal voyeurism with a Wi-Fi connection. It's procedural, like exhibitionism. He's not filing for justice. He's flashing his... I got lost there for a second. He's flashing his case citations in the moonlight and hoping someone bites. Don't drag the teeth. That really sucks. The worst part, Stark let it slip. He gave up the whole game. Because, let's be real, nobody needed him there. The court didn't request him. The facts didn't require him. But Bubbles still came crawling, like a man who heard moaning through the courtroom walls and Just had to knock. It is awkward when you're standing outside someone's window and they turn around to watch you while you're doing things to yourself. It's just not right. I'm supposed to be staring at you, not the other way around. From the digital shadows. That was just wrong. I don't care. Whatever. Fuck it. We're already fucking elbow deep in this shithole. From the digital shadows of unrelated cases. With the trembling energy of a man who just needs one more motion to feel alive again. And he's running out of quarters for that vibrating bed. And let's not forget the court granted it. Sure, bubbles can appear by Zoom. Because nothing says this hearing matters like getting in the guy who just got benched for behavior that would make a pro se TikTok litigator blush. So as we all wait for rescheduled hearing, postponed once again because Scott Stark apparently flatlined at the finish line. Ooh, my heart, my diabetes. We can be sure of one thing. Bruce Bubbles Matskin will be there, ready to appear, ready to ramble, ready to insert himself into a lawsuit he's not part of because somewhere deep inside, he believes this is still about him, and I'm sure somewhere along the lines, yet again, John Cook will pop up and start running his cockwasher. There's something undeniably tragic and deeply hilarious about a man who cannot stop throwing himself into lawsuits like a lonely cruise ship passenger who keeps yelling, "Oh, man overboard. Don't mind my hands being wet, though," just to get wet. Signed, Shizzywhiznut, allegedly literate, clinically overcaffeinated, and one bad court filing away from joining a Zoom hearing just to feel included. Wearing Velcro shoes and emotional I almost said tampons. Emotional shoes and emotional armor since Tuesday. Oh, that North Pole nipple armor. And still, your fucking daddy.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzywhiznut.